What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about a pretty interesting Scream 6 rumor in terms of how they're actually going to be filming the movie. Now, I want to give credit to the person who posted this on Twitter. The one thing I want to just make sure we're all on the same page on, though, they don't say where they got this information from in terms of the plan for, the cast members showing up and all that stuff. So we're going to read through the tweets. I do just want you guys to know I don't actually know where it comes from. Besides this person, maybe it comes literally from this person, I don't know, but I do want to give them credit in case they're right. So this comes from Brittany Vinyl over on Twitter, at Brittany Vinyl, and here we go. Scream 6 casting rumors. Allegedly, so see, there's a lot of these words around. That's something to just make sure we're all aware of. Paramount will not be announcing the full Scream 6 cast until filming is done in August. They're allegedly filming the movie out of order. All scenes with the returning cast members will be filmed first when the film starts in June. For reference, Scream 5 was filmed in order of events, and that's supported by the release order of set pictures throughout production. The Carpenter house, the bowling alley, Judy driving and speeding, Gail's red suit, then the disappearance due to Stu's house being a set in a warehouse. Furthermore, during Scream 5 production, we all knew David Arquette was the only legacy cast member on set from the start. He slowly disappeared when Courtney and Nev slowly arrived on set. This hinted the trio didn't film together, which was ultimately revealed in the movie. It's alleged the new cast from Scream 6 will show up in July to film their scenes and fulfill their stay till filming ends on August 9th. This is to avoid leaks regarding who dies and survives. It'll be very interesting if a cast member is seen outside of Canada during filming. For reference, since we all knew Kyle Gallner, who's Vince, was on set for Scream 5 during a short time, his character's fate was obvious. If these rumors are true, it's great to see that Scream 6 will be taking extra precautions to avoid leaks this time around. Melissa, Jenna, Jasmine, and Mason's confirmation brings a sense of security, while Courtney and Hayden's confirmation brings the hype and buzz. Although we'd love to know the new Scream 6 cast, it's not really essential, considering the cast is pretty solid and fulfilling already. All right, so here's my thoughts on this. I generally agree. With what this person said. And even in the comments or the replies of this person's, thread, the thing that I saw some people ask, or one person kind of got like cocky and was like, well, lots of movies film out of order. Yes, a lot. And because I don't think that's what this person necessarily means. I think the wording could just be not, greatly done. But I think what this person is getting at is this. All movies are filmed out of order. They're not saying, I'm not saying, that Scream 5 literally, shot for shot, scene for scene, was filmed in order. Because it wasn't. But the general, rollout of the film is how they filmed it. There was a specific order. They did film, generally in the order that the film was presented to us based off of what, they did a good job. The tweets that they said, even David Arquette, being there, fading off. When we saw Gail versus then when we saw, Stu's house, all that stuff, it was generally in order. So I'm not saying the final shot was Sam killing Richie and then going outside and all that, because it actually wasn't. We know the Billy scenes were all filmed, I believe, towards the very end, and they were filmed in a 1, 2, 3 day period. So all the time Sam was talking to Billy, in the hospital towards the beginning of the movie, all that stuff, she was talking to a stand-in. There was nobody there. Then they had Skeet Ulrich do it afterwards, right? So, and because that's movie magic, stand-ins when characters are talking to another character and you don't see that second character. Sometimes they're not even there. Sometimes there is no second, that person isn't there. That's just movie magic that they try to do that. So I agree, that stuff I'm fine with. Here's the issue. I do have a glaring issue, and it's simply, I don't like I like the idea, and I'll explain, I guess, what part of the idea I like, but I don't like it for the fact that if you don't tell us the new cast, it's gonna get spoiled to us through some means, and that's it. That's actually it. If you don't tell us that there is some sort of A-list actor, actress, whatever, right, that's gonna be there for whatever purpose they're going there for, then we're gonna see them on set because it's just gonna happen, and then we're gonna know. So I guess what I'm saying is, if you don't announce, right, there has to be 3 to 5 at least 3 to 5 big like names, like actually like a Dylan Minnette kind of name, a name that'll literally stand out, right? We may like their mom, Sam and Tara's mom, like she could be a pretty popular actress. She will be revealed. Like we will know who that is through our own means if they don't announce it to us, because we'll see them again. It will happen. They're gonna try to lock it down, and where we don't see anything, I highly doubt that'll happen, because if this rumor is true, they know it'll happen, because they literally said, right, they don't want a cast member being spotted outside of Canada, because then that means something. Now, cast member could mean Hayden, could mean Courtney, could mean, Mason Gooding. Like, it could mean those people, but I also think they're talking about general like the new cast they're bringing in. So it's that's my main issue, is that they're doing it for secret. That's actually like the biggest problem. They're doing it for secrecy being like the primary motivating factor, and yet they're actually going to ruin it for themselves, because they're doing it to be secret, but then we're going to find out anyway, and then a month or two later they're going to say, hey, here's the cast, and we're like, well, we know. So, and yes, it's only a small amount of us, but it's like several tens of thousands. It's not an inconsequential number. It's a good amount of people that will flood their social media immediately. The people that would flood like a discussing film, or like even their Discord or whatever, when they announce the rest of the cast, a lot of those people would probably have already known at that point if they pay attention to the internet. So that's my main problem. My main happiness, like the thing I do like that idea though. I like the idea of a staggered approach, but also no one's allowed to leave, right? It very much harkens back, and this is what they say in other tweets and other replies. It harkens back to Scream 5. Now they did that because they had to go into like a quarantine zone, right? Because of the stuff around the world. So we don't have that same precautions now that we did when they were doing Scream 5, but the idea really should be the same. If you keep everybody there and you modify really how you did Scream 5, right? Because there were those issues, like David Arquette. We did that was a scary thing that we all kind of latched onto, and we were all right. Anybody who latched onto the fact that David Arquette, we knew he was there, and then we really knew he wasn't there. Now, that's a little debatable, because he did take pictures, like he did take pictures with everybody. He was on the set, like where they eventually built Stu's house, or I think maybe Stu's house was already there. So like he was there, but maybe like for a day or two. But generally, like we understood he's in the first half and he's not in the second half. Like we were worried about that, and it turned out to be right, because of when these actors and actresses were on set versus not. So I do really like that idea, and it's a very smart move to do it how they're doing it. Everybody comes, they come in a staggered approach, which is different, and I really don't care. I really have nothing against that. If like the returning cast comes in June, they all do their stuff, and then the new people come in July. I mean, that's weird. I don't know if that'll necessarily work out, but I also don't know if it'll necessarily fail, right? It's either or. And they stay. You come and you do not leave this. Even if you die. If you die on, and now that's interesting, right? You die on day 2. You're Chad. You're Mason Gooding. You're one of the characters that came back, but you probably are expendable. So you get killed like 2 weeks into production. You need to stay, until early August, because you can't leave, because that'll signal something, right? So I do really like that mentality. That's the only thing I would change, again, is just tell us the new people. Tell us before it gets spoiled in some other way, because it's going to happen, and it's going to deflate the excitement, because it will not be the same if we already know. It'll deflate the excitement from when you actually announce it, right? So you're doing some really good things. If this is true, by the way, again, this could be complete garbage. This doesn't have to be true, but it is an interesting idea. If it's just coming from this person's brain and they're trying to fake it off like a rumor, which I'm not saying it, but if they are, it's a really good thought. Like, they're very talented. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure you guys are subscribed, bell icon turned on so you know when all these videos go up. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all on the next one.